Now we're going to see the easy past. So the same introduction as for the future. If we will want to learn the regular past, in English you will have to learn how to conjugate the verb one time. So, for example, the verb to eat, the past is ate. And everyone uses ate. I ate, you ate, she ate, we ate, they ate. So it's easy in English. But remember, in Spanish, every single personal pronoun has its own conjugation of the verb. So, same way in past, you will have to learn a whole different conjugations of the verb for every single verb. For example, we have our verb comprar. If we want to say bought, we say yo compré, tú compraste, él compró, compramos, comprasteis, compraron. So there are more words to learn. That's why I came up with this easy past. Again, it's a tricky past. We're not saying, for example, I bought. We're saying I have bought. In the example with to buy. It is still a past because it's something that we have done. So it's still past. It's easy to create because we only need to remember the conjugation of the verb haber. So this easy past uses the verb haber. Remember the verb haber? We talked about it when we said there is, there are. We had I. I told you that I comes from the verb haber, but we barely use haber. So again, we have here the verb haber, which means to exist. In this case, it's going to be used as an auxiliary verb. Apart from using the auxiliary verb, we also need, it's a little bit difficult, this part of this structure, but it's easy at the same time. We need to create the participle, the participio of the verb. In English, you have this. For example, I have, and whatever comes after I have is a conjugation of the verb in participle, which is I have been, I have done, I have gone. So this is the one in Spanish that we need to create. In order to create this, we need to remember the endings of the verbs. And it's easy. Most of the time, if the verb finish with ar, we're gonna take off the r and add ado, ado. So if we have the verb comprar, the participle will be comprado, which is easy. If we have the verb to talk, hablar, we're gonna say hablado. With the verbs finishing in er and ir, we're gonna add ido, ido. For example, the verb beber, we take off the er, beb, and we put ido, ido. So bebido, and that is participio. There are some exceptions for example, with the verb volver, to come back, the participio is vuelto. It's not volvido, vuelto. But let's say that instead of learning 7 conjugations of one verb, you just need to memorize or learn how to make this participle and put them in the right part of the puzzle.